naughty boy.
Oh,
right.
it's naughty.
Welcome back, everybody, to Beekeeping with Danish Pete and Captain Anderton.
Don't be so naughty.
Don't be. Today we are looking at some pedals from the crazy people at Beetronics, a very sort of boutique little Californian pedal manufacturer who like to make...
There's a buzz going on there.
There's a little bit of buzzing. Who like to make fuzz pedals, or a range of mainly fuzz pedals. And they're all a little bit kind of funky looking, particularly if you look inside them. Should we just get that one out the way early before we forget?
Let's have a little sweep here of what they look inside. Coolest pedals inside, circuit boards.
Yes.
Look absolutely
made by
amazing.
bees. So anyway,
these are all made out of honey.
We've got 4 pedals today: a Swarm, a Royal Jelly, and then the little ones is a Fatbee and a Vezzpa.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with the Royal Jelly. Do you know what Royal Jelly is, Mr. Pete? It's, yes, what a worker bee excretes to feed the larvae in the hive so that they can all get big and fat and be bees.
Oh, beehive.
But it's also a pedal. It's also a fuzz pedal from the guys at Beetronics. I'm going to take you through the knobs and buttons on here.
Yes.
It is an overdrive pedal and a fuzz pedal with EQ, like a treble boosty top end thing, 2 different circuits, Queen and King. It's quite, a lot going on here, so bear with.
There is a lot going on. 3 switches.
If we start over here, this is my on and off switch. And actually what I really want it is in blue mode. So blue mode is it's kind of what's called buzz off mode. So in other words, there's not the extra high frequency sizzle.
Buzz off,
so we're starting in blue mode.
Yeah.
We can switch now between the Queen side and the King side. Is there such a thing as a King bee? I thought there was only a Queen bee. Maybe there's a King bee, I don't know.
King size.
I see.
I don't know.
And basically it has an overdrive circuit built in, which you control using the honey control in the middle.
It's cool.
And it has a fuzz circuit built in, which I'm yet to work out whether or not you can adjust the level of the fuzz. I don't believe you can. It's just a preset fuzz thing. You can blend between your wet and dry sound here. You've got an overall volume, and then you've got some bass and treble controls at the top. So let's start with the Queen Bee side in its all the way switched down to its overdrive mode, and I'll give you a sort of an idea of just what the honey control in the middle does. So.
Okay, and I'm playing the OG purple, running into the DP40, clean tone, so, we know what it sounds like, and we know
purple
what
bees,
it does.
Man.
Purple bees.
They would be cool.
They would be cool. Oh!
Off.
Okay, so I can hear a slight bit buzz there in the background, but
as we increase the overdrive.
Okay. That's good.
Yep. I'll keep going.
I like that. Now, it's not a traditional kind of overdrive as you would like.
It's a bit more gritty, maybe.
It's not like one of those transparent kind of.
We can blend between a completely dry sound. So if you play now, you've just got, and then I can blend in how much of that drive channel I want.
Like it. It's kind of. I really like that.
But maybe what you want is fuzz. So if I turn this all the way around the other way, we're into a fuzz mode. Or maybe what you really want is somewhere in between. So
do that again, like.
So from
you were just like doing that to the. I like it.
what you're not able to do, unless you've got a glamorous assistant, a glamorous assistant like myself, is you won't be able to whilst playing bend down and fiddle with that knob. So of course what they've done is that's where you switch between the Queen and the King side, and that's all that's happening. Is you have a control that allows you to set where you want the blend for the Queen side, and the same again on the King side. And if you switch like this, so that's how you would go from your sort of overdrivey tone on the Queen side.
Overdrive fuzz pedal, basically.
Yep,
I haven't seen many of those.
If you need them, if you want just a little bit more on the top, that's the middle button, the light goes red, and that's where your buzz. Didn't really do much with the bass and treble. I mean, I'll quickly show you. I've got this set with a little bit of extra treble and the bass flat. But if Pete strums and I'll fiddle. There's a lot of stuff in there, right? And I'm liking the EQ controls definitely changed the whole gain structure of the pedal. So I ended up basically max those out as well, and you get tons and tons of welly.
Now, Lee,
so that's plenty of welly and your royal jelly. Right, it's $249. I'm guessing that's, I don't know. I don't want your jelly if it's smelly. In the UK, this is a £299 pedal, including Her Majesty's value-added tax.
That's what they are these days, double pedals. This is a triple pedal, basically, isn't it?
Kind of triple pedal with bees. Save the bees. Right, let's move on. Let's do the swarm.
Do the swarm, make it warm.
Right, are you ready, Pete?
Yes, I am.
Incoming swarm of bees! When you die in Donkey Kong, isn't that the noise that it used to make back in the 80s? Anyway, look. Now, I have intentionally left everything at 12 o'clock here on the pedal because, let's be honest with you, there isn't really a right or wrong setting on this. This is what's known as a fuzz harmonizer. Is that right? Yeah, fuzz harmonizer. And apologies, I'm having to look at my phone because there really isn't anything on here that gives you any kind of a heads up of what this is going to do. All the knobs are called like Queen, Drone, Flight, Sting, Species. And I've never ever seen a pedal like this before, so it's kind of crazy. Right.
I love the thing they've got going on, man.
What it's basically doing is it's turning the input signal into a square wave, then multiplies and divides the frequencies of that wave, giving you 9 possible harmonies.
It was at this moment that he knew.
modulations applied to the harmonies, making them go from nearly perfect tracking harmony to a wild and uncontrollable swarm of mad bees. I've read that entirely off of the Beetronics website. The worker control, this bottom one here, sets the level of your input signal. Okay, so I guess the more we drive that, the more fuzzy it gets.
Yeah.
The species allows you to select between 9 different intervals of your harmonies, and the Queen and the drone set the levels for each of the harmonies that stay 1 octave apart. So I guess species is obviously the important one. Let's try that then. Let's have a go.
It's the harmonies.
It is.
No, it's like a fifth and a fourth and a.
Is it?
third.
No, that's what I was.
I don't think so. Yeah, go.
I'm not sure it's.
I love it.
Stop!
It's the best video we ever done. It's the best video we ever done. I love it.
So anyway, Sting here.
Sting, is she here?
Yeah, Sting controls Sting. I'm trying to think of a police gag and I can't think of one. So Sting controls how fast or slow the harmonies follow your playing.
Okay.
Turn it counterclockwise for it to feel like the harmonies sting you at every note. Turn it clockwise and the harmonies will sound like a drunk bee. All right, okay.
Drunk bee?
What does flight do? Flight will set the response of the modulation.
I love
Goodness me, this is very, very weird.
This
you
is
know
awesome.
what? The only way I'm going to work this out is just to twiddle knobs and see
twiddle
what happens.
knobs.
So bear with us, everybody.
It's going to be fun. Okay, so that's. Now it's stayed on.
Is it fair to say that with drone and Queen down, we've reduced the volume of those of the harmonics?
Go fish.
So this is.
Yeah, it's
like a normal fuzz now. Well, I say normal, but you know, like a crazy fuzz.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I start to introduce these, that's where you'll hear the volume of the harmonies come in. So let's have a look.
I want one. I want one.
Well, good luck to whoever buys one of those getting the same sound twice.
Can you imagine
that's
putting that
cool.
on and just on the stage somewhere and a big solo and you're just like down there?
My favourite bit is when you stop playing and it goes a boom.
Yeah, boom.
That's very cool. Wow.
Yeah, when I stop playing, it's your favourite bit.
Yeah, so that's a swarm.
Wow.
We better tell you how much one of those is as well.
I absolutely love that pedal.
I bet it's similar money to the Royal Jelly. But
that is the best.
Is mental.
It's the best pedal I've ever played.
You know what? You definitely cannot categorise that as just, another
I've
distortion
played one of
pedal.
those before.
269.
269.
One of these, yeah, for the swarm.
That is
fun
epic.
with that.
I think
right.
that's fun. Right, come
now
on.
We're going over to the diddy bitty ones. I didn't tell you about. There is a knob on the side that everyone will understand. That's the volume. It does exactly that. Are you ready, Mr. Pete, for some Fatbee?
Yeah.
Fatbee, this is an overdrive. This is a JFET overdrive, apparently designed with they describe as a legendary pedal designer. I must admit I'm not super familiar with his work, but his name's Howard Davis. And we're going to find out
sure
what
you will tell
this sounds like.
Oh, hey. Is that everything at 12 on that one?
No, we've got more Mick Taylor. Everything. Well, I say it's
12
like
between me and Mick.
Between you and Mick.
Let's
Like
stand
1
in the middle.
o'clock. Yeah.
Sounds good. I like
Does
it.
sound. I mean, what I like this new compact format of pedal.
Yeah.
I was saying to Pete before we started doing the video, it's like I'm not sure that I think you've got to have big pedal boards if you're going for these.
Yeah.
Whereas I quite like the fact that you could have half a dozen of these new sort of very compact pedals on a really small board. Anyway,
I must admit, if they put the knobs higher up and the 2 input jacks
on the back.
Yeah. That's
anyway,
just for me, but
you
can get flat.
I'm
it's
inclined
still
to
small,
agree
isn't
with
it?
you.
It's smaller than.
So let's just quickly whiz across. They call it weight, flavour, and honey.
Hey.
You might call it volume, tone, and gain. Honey, the weight and the honey, so the volume and the gain, kind of are a bit interactive. So the more you drive them both, the more gain you get. But you
bit like the KTR somehow.
That's what
or
you
whatever.
said, wasn't it?
No,
I'm
I said,
not sure
I
it's
thought
very
it felt like
KTR
the clone.
sounding.
It's not sounding, but that's what that does. So that it
see.
interacts with each other somehow.
So here we have honey on one of its lower settings, honey G.
If you turn it on, please, for me as well.
Sorry, I was singing. It doesn't sound much, does it? Turning the honey up.
I like it, man.
You say honey, as it be.
I mean, that's a lot of. It's got that. I know how my Telecaster react with a good overdrive pedal. It does that, like from just. Even if the volume is full up, but I'm playing it softly. And if I go back.
Well, that was pretty. I mean, it took us a lot less time to get through the Fatbee than it did through the Swarm, but I like that. That's going to cost you $1.99. I mean, none of these pedals are, terribly cheap. So I guess that's, indicative of that sort of handmade Californian thing.
That's it. And they got a thing, man. I like the thing that they've got.
They got a thing.
There's nothing else they've got that thing.
No, maybe not.
The bee thing.
Oh yeah, the visual thing is very cool.
And the videos. Follow them on Instagram as well. They got this cool. They dress up in beehive. What is it called? Beekeepers.
Do they?
Outfits and do videos and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's cool, man.
You ready for the Vezzpa?
Oh yeah.
Now, wasn't Vezzpa one of the Bond girl names? Wasn't there a Bond girl?
Maybe there was. I just know I had a Vezzpa scooter, but it wasn't spelled like that.
What's the bee connotation with Vezzpa then?
Maybe it's an Italian thing.
Do you think bees like to drive?
Have they not got
Vezzpa motorbike things? Do you?
Hello.
Right. Here's how the switch on the Vezzpa works. It's kind of clever because it's not a latching foot switch like ye olde traditional. It's a momentary foot switch, so it can do a little bit more than a regular latching foot switch.
Yes.
Hit it once. This is that John Mayer. Hit me once.
Yeah.
Hit me,
Shame on you.
What was it? Hurt me once. I can't remember what it is. Hit it once, and it switches the pedal on and off. Okay, you'd expect it to, right? When it's on, if I hit it twice, like a mouse, like a.
We are done. It's over.
Twice, we're done. Okay, I'm going to switch between its two modes. It's got a fuzz mode on this side. It's got an octave mode on this side.
Yeah.
Hit it three times. No,
your family.
Yeah, your family. Okay, no, it's not a third time. This is actually probably the mode that I like the most.
Yeah.
Is when you're in fuzz mode, if I just hold it, it will engage the octave until I release it. Now that is cool, as I expect Pete will demonstrate for you. So let's get ourselves...
Your fingers on it.
Yeah, my finger will. Let's get ourselves a basic fuzz tone.
Okay, hang on, wait. So just to get that octave a bit further out in the mix, roll the tone control all the way back. Go back to the stinger mode, please, and then.
It's quite counterintuitive, that, isn't it? You'd think rolling the tone off wouldn't give you the extra treble, but
it's a thing I've found on some octave pedals, some octave fuzz pedals. When you do that high octave comes out more for some reason, and you in the clean tone it's like. But if you turn it on with that roll all the way back.
Oh, that's interesting. It works in reverse as well. So you can have it in the default octave mode and then press it to switch it off. So look, I tell you what we'll do.
That's a cool pedal, isn't it?
I tell you what we'll do. Pete will play out, and I'll be the magic finger. I'll emulate your foot with my finger. So give me the nod.
This is my long toe
for when you wanna do the little octave bit, and that's it. So this is also $1.99. These are Beetronics pedals. Links below to the Andertons website where you can find all of these. Lots of free shipping on these pedals. So
like and subscribe.
Check them out, please. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Get yourself a swarm. I want to see videos. Tag me in videos of you playing the swarm. And I can just, because that's cool.
Funny
I want to see who can make the coolest video with that pedal.